Back to the daily grind with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters, Full-Time MMA. And Daniel Cormier is breaking his silence and issuing a statement on his loss to UFC 214 at Jon Jones. If you remember, there was a lot of controversy after the knockout. Daniel Cormier was concussed in the ring. He was walking around. He shook Big John McCarthy's hand off. He acted like he was walking toward Jon Jones. Dana White had to regather his thoughts, but then you could tell Daniel Cormier just didn't have his consciousnness all the way about him. He was still concussed for sure, you could tell, and he was overly emotional with all the pressure of the things going on. But one thing I'll say is all this motherfucking Daniel Cormier love affair is starting to wear thin. I'm a fan of Daniel Cormier. I like Daniel Cormier. I picked him to beat Jon Jones in the rematch. I've got no problem with Daniel Cormier. Looking forward to his return. Looking forward to him on Fox. I'm a fan of Daniel Cormier. I can't say that enough. It's the truth, but I will say this. It is starting to get cringy, all of this love for Daniel Cormier. And I don't know if it's just because, I mean, yeah, it was heartbreaking the night of. You feel for Daniel Cormier when you see him in the octagon walking around and Joe Rogan interviewing him and he doesn't know what's going on. That shit sucked. But now, we've had Jon Jones praise Daniel Cormier. We've had every other fighter in the UFC praise Daniel Cormier. We've had Daniel Cormier's coach come out and issue a long heartfelt statement on Daniel Cormier. We've had Daniel Cormier coming out. Now he's issuing a heartfelt statement to everybody. That's enough heartfelt. That's enough heartfelt. That's all I'll say. You can expect me to continue using the Daniel Cormier crying meme because it's comedy. Bruh. I don't know how, if you're a fan of fighting, if you're a fan of the sensitive shit, but this shit is starting to get too sensitive for me. So even though this is a sensitive statement, I'm not as touched as I would have been maybe the night of the fight or something. But listen to what he had to say. It's still some kind words. This is what Daniel Cormier put on Instagram. First off, thank you for all the kind words. I have felt the support. Congratulations to Jon Jones and his team. They did a phenomenal job and got the victory. Also to Big John McCarthy, I would like to apologize for acting up with you. I'm thankful for the time you gave me to try and defend myself and stay in the fight. You're the best in the business for a reason. I also want to thank my team and my coaches. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Your time and energy is greatly appreciated. You guys did a wonderful job. I was ready. It's a fist fight and things happen. Fight in the UFC. Thank you for being the premier organization of MMA again. Congrats to Jon Jones and Jackson Wink. Love you all. I'll see you soon. Daniel Cormier at Laziest the Savage. I wonder if that, I don't know who that is, but it's probably Daniel Cormier. So Daniel Cormier, he's coming out. He's saying, yes, I lost. He was the better man. Sorry, Jon Jones. Sorry, Big John McCarthy. Thank you, UFC, for the opportunity. And he's saying everything the right way. And so, I mean, this was you know, you could tell somebody put together this statement. I don't even think Daniel Cormier's head is, the cobwebs are cleared yet to put together a statement this well. This looks like it was put together by someone on his team, but that doesn't matter. It still had the right message in it. You should know Daniel Cormier still was fine with this message. He agreed with this message. All I'm saying is, that meme though. Oh, it's funny, man. I wasn't even going to put it on this video because it's a really good picture of Daniel Cormier, so I'm not going to, but you can expect to see it in future videos. The Daniel Cormier crying meme, dude. What the fuck you mean? This would be probably the last sentimental shit you get from Daniel Cormier. I'm sure the jokes are going to start pouring on as shit starts to ramp up with Jon Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson, or Jon Jones versus Brock Lesnar, or Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather, or any of these other fight night coming up. Pettis versus Moreno, Rockhold versus Branch. All of these fights are coming up. This fight's gonna bowl over. The Daniel Cormier love affair is gonna bowl over. He's gonna be back to on Fox, smiling and making people cringe, and it's gonna be good old Daniel Cormier. Like I said, I'm a fan of Daniel Cormier, and man, sucked to see him go out the way he did. But like Jon Jones said, it's either me or him, and it's just unfortunate for Daniel Cormier. He was in my era, and that's the truth. But Daniel Cormier, much respect. It is what it is. Hit thumbs up, hit subscribe. Let the hitters know what you think about Daniel Cormier's message in the comments. And also, hitters, tell me what you think about that meme. Because I had another. Well, actually, I don't give a fuck what you think about it. I'm going to keep using it. But I'm just saying, I had another person. I think you're overusing the meme. Yeah, I think you're fucking an emotional, sensitive Daniel Cormier fan. So you should enjoy this fucking heartfelt message from Daniel Cormier. Anyways, I'm already out. What the fuck you talking about? Dude. Scientists have said that men have been getting more feminine over the times. I'll let you do the research. A man in 1845 said, "I just killed a buffalo." A man in 1952 said, "I just fixed a roof." A man in 2017 said, "I just shaved my legs."